Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed the last couple of weeks for streaming. Actually a couple of weeks ago I hurt my back pretty badly and I was flat in bed, unable to do anything for a few days, and I just wanted to give myself enough time to recover before coming back to it, but I am back and ready to play another RPG Maker game. This time I'm going to be playing one called Amarok's Howl, made in RPG Maker MZ by the game dev named Beregon. I hope I'm saying that right. And as I like to do, I've missed this, so let's just get right into this. And as I like to do when I start playing a new game for a stream, I like to start by reading the description on the page to see what we've got in store for us. Okay. Important, when playing the browser version, you can press F3 to turn on full screen. Okay, and about that, this is another one that's totally free. You can play it in your browser, so you don't need to download anything. I did download the downloaded version to play today, but you can just play it in your browser, or you can scroll down past the description and you can download the zip file and play it on your computer if you'd rather do that. Okay. A number of students from Johann Winter's Academy in Alaska have decided to spend the winter break on the university campus instead of returning home for the holidays. Christmas is at hand, and the remaining students and faculty members are making preparations for the celebration. You play as Alistair Morgan, the resident advisor to the other students and an heir to a sizable fortune. He has a strained relationship with his father, who disapproves of his choice to study at a less prestigious school far away instead of following the family tradition. Alistair hopes to simply spend some time with his girlfriend, Natalia, as well as his friends, instead of suffering another Christmas celebration with his demanding family. Yeah, he probably had enough of that from Thanksgiving. And as everyone joins in the celebrations, he does too. Unfortunately, it won't be as simple as he hopes, and as everything goes wrong at once, sounds like we're in for a fun time tonight, it will be up to him to rescue his friends, while monsters stalk the hallways. The game features monsters patrolling the different areas of the school, triggering a chase if they spot the player. Monsters have a different detection radius depending on whether the player character is currently running, walking, or standing, as well as depending on the direction the monster is facing, so that's interesting. Usually it's just, as far as I know, in a lot of games it's just, are you close enough to the monster that they notice you, or at most, if they're facing you, they see you. But although there are some games that really do take other things into account, like sound, or even ones that use your microphone, but that's really cool. So it means I'm going to have to be strategic about when I'm moving and how fast I'm moving to get to where I need to go. Where was I? Okay. There are also the Keelut. I don't know how to say that, or if that's made up, or if that's something real from mythology, whose sighting brings only trouble. And of course, the great wolf Amarok starts its hunt soon enough. There is also a cold weather system, which triggers a game over if Alistair spends too long outside in the freezing cold. Oh, that's great. The positions of the different characters you need to rescue are also random, adding some replayability. If you trigger a game over, you can press enter to skip the long game over animation. Okay. Credits are additionally available as a separate download. And then there's the plugins that were used, and the instructions. The game dev did mention that there were a few mechanics or controls that might be a little different, and they were hoping to see how intuitive that is for new players. Get ready for, I guess, a bunch of laughs watching me struggle through this, because I am not really that great at picking up controls for platformers, so take it with a grain of salt. If I am struggling with these controls, that doesn't necessarily mean you will, or that any other players will. It's just one of those things I don't pick up on that fast, but we'll see. Maybe I'll pick up on these pretty good. Instructions. Move with arrow keys. Hold shift to dash. If always dash is on, holding shift will make you walk instead. Press escape to access the menu. Interact with NPCs and objects by pressing enter. And so far, that's all just standard RPG Maker controls as far as I know. Holding W allows you to turn in place using the arrow keys without moving. And that may be important. I'm not really sure yet because I haven't booted up the game past the menu screen yet. I'm not really sure what use that's going to have for me. But we'll see if that factors in to the gameplay at all, or if that's just something that you can do. Press Q to jump. Has a cooldown of 5 seconds, useful to jump over a monster if it catches you in a narrow space with no way out. So also that sounds to me like if a monster does see me, it's not an automatic immediate, it just runs to your position and it's a game over, like it sometimes is with these games. But I'll have a chance to run away, which honestly is going to make it a little scarier. Let's see. Monsters can detect the player character within up to 2 spaces if they are stationary, up to 3 spaces if they are moving, and up to 4 spaces if they are dashing. Their detection range is further increased by 1 space if they are facing towards the player. So I guess that means, yeah, just as it says. So it'll be 3 spaces if you're stationary, 4 if you're moving, and 5 if you're dashing. Use the Book of Survival Tips item in the Key Items category if you need more instructions. Okay, well, I am excited to get right into it, so let's get this game started up and see what it's got in store for us. And I might have the volume a little too loud. Let me turn that down a little. There, that's better. Okay, new game. Please select the difficulty. Easy, player can survive 6 hits. Cold weather is milder. Medium, player can survive 5 hits. And hard, reduced movement speed, 4 hits, harsher, cold weather. Well, I think I'll go with medium just to see what the default level is, and if it's too hard for me, then I'll try again on easy mode. Do you want to skip the tutorial and prologue? No. And let's see, what can we interact with in here? Is there anything? Nothing so far. Sounds like the door blew open. And that's sparkling, so... The Legend of Sedna, Part 1. Do you want to read the book? Sure. Let's see. Maybe it'd be relevant to what we're about to do. Once upon a time, Sedna was a young woman who lived with her father. Her beauty was beyond compare and attracted many suitors from far and wide. Mighty hunters, who each brought her gifts and wished for her to become their wife. Yet no matter how mighty a hunter, how fine the furs, or delicious the food they brought, Sedna turned each and every one of them down. Her father, a mighty hunter named Anguta, grew frustrated with her behavior. "Daughter, why do you keep refusing to take a husband?" asked Anguta to his daughter. Many a great hunter came here. Each one would make a fine husband for you. Yet still you keep sending them away, without giving them more than a quick glance. Why is that so? Sedna answered quickly, "It's simple, father. None of those men are good enough for me. I won't marry any of them. Not now, not ever. I'd rather marry a dog." Now, that's a little harsh. I mean, I can understand, wanting to pick the right one if you're going to marry somebody, but you don't have to be like that. Her prideful answer stoked great anger in Anguta. He looked upon his daughter, his eyes burning with fury. "Is that so? Very well, you shall have your wish. If no man is good enough for you, then a dog shall have to do." No amount of pleading or crying helped Sedna. Her father's mind was set, and so the beautiful Sedna, who turned away every suitor, was married at last. To a dog. Sedna's father banished her and her dog husband from the village to a remote island off the coast. There, Sedna and her dog husband settled and had 10 children together. 5 of them were puppies, similar to Sedna's dog husband. The other 5 were strange crossbreeds of human and dog, with an insatiable, ravenous appetite for flesh. Sedna's new life on the island with her 10 children and dog husband was a miserable one. Her husband was no great hunter. He was just a mere dog, so he could not hunt and bring Sedna fine furs to sleep on or to make clothing with. Neither could he provide food for their children, who grew hungrier each day. Eventually, Sedna and her father came to an agreement. Each day, she would send her dog husband to her father's village with several small bags hung around his neck. Sedna's dog husband would then swim from the island to the village, where Anguta would fill the bags with meat to feed Sedna and their children. However, Anguta eventually tired of this. He saw no use in wasting valuable food to feed his daughter's useless dog husband and the ravenous appetite of her children. Listen, sir, this is your fault. Thus, he decided to end this once and for all. One day, when the dog came to the village to collect the meat, Anguta filled the bags with heavy stones instead, and put a few pieces of meat on top of them, so that Sedna's husband wouldn't notice. Thus, when Sedna's husband tried to swim back to the island, the weight of the heavy stones was too much for him and he drowned. Oh! Poor dog husband! His only crimes were that nothing. He didn't ask for this. He did his best. It's not his fault. With her husband gone, Sedna had no way to feed her young. At last, her father Anguta came to see her on the island, but upon seeing him, she grew furious. I mean, she has a point. Sedna set her half-human, half-dog children at him, ordering them to chase her father away. Fearing for his life, Sedna's father quickly ran to his kayak and sailed away. The 5 half-human, half-dog children swam after him, yet he sailed too fast for them to catch up. Still, they made it on the shore, and from there, they moved further inland. Their ravenous hunger took hold of them, and soon enough, they started to hunt humans, feasting on their flesh. So this sounds like it's some sort of a werewolf or similar kind of a origin myth. And again, I don't know if this is something that the game dev made up whole cloth, or if it's an existing myth that I just haven't heard before, or inspired by one. They spawned more of their kind, and from then on, they were known as the Adlet. Without her husband, father, and only her 5 puppies to keep her company, Sedna was truly alone, and could not feed her remaining children. Thus, she made a small raft, and sent her 5 young dog children in it across the ocean. There, they eventually became the ancestors of pale-skinned men. Then, with no other option left, she returned to her father's village. She swallowed her pride and begged him to allow her to stay with him once more. After much pleading, Anguta took his daughter back, and she came to live with him once again. Interesting. So if I have to guess, we're going to be seeing some of these dog-human kind of monsters during this game. But it sounds like our protag here isn't the only one that's going to have an uncomfortable time with his family reunions. It sounds like Sedla also didn't have that great a time with her family. Newspaper. Recent upsurge in wolf attacks appears to be no short-lived phenomenon. The numbers grow sharply with each day, and the wolves are reported to be unusually aggressive. Local authorities beseech people to stay home. I have a feeling that's not any ordinary wolf attacks. You may not know who I am. I find it hard to remember myself. I was supposed to pass on to the Aurora long ago, yet I cannot let this be. She's angry. She thinks we've abandoned her. She thinks we've grown greedy. She means to punish us. Her children grow hungrier each day, and she no longer holds them back. The seas bring no bounty. The woods offer no solace. Why didn't they listen? No matter. Steel yourself, young hunter. There's much that you'll have to learn if you want to escape her wrath. You can save your game at any time by pressing escape and choosing the save option. The game also auto-saves every time you change areas. Okay, that's good to know. I want to try out that jump. Okay, so I think that, something that would help with the cooldown here is there isn't really any kind of a indicator showing the countdown for the 5 seconds. And it looks like if I just press Q and nothing else, I don't have to press any arrow keys, it'll just go ahead and jump me the couple of spaces. Let's see how many spaces it takes you. Looks like you jump over a space. So you start at space 1, jump over 2, and land on 3. So I'm going to have to jump right at... What was that? Right at a monster's throat to jump over it. That's going to be tense. It's too late. They know you are here. The dog children have started their hunt. Right now, you only see a mere phantom before you, but soon you will come face to face with the real thing. Your way is barred by a malevolent creature. Stand in front of it and simply jump over it by pressing Q. You may turn in place without moving by holding W and pressing the corresponding arrow key. This will help you plan out your jumps. Okay, that's what it's for, because then you can be facing the way you want to jump. That makes sense. After jumping, you need to wait a few seconds before you can jump again. So yeah, you can turn and then jump whichever direction, which makes sense. Oh. Ah! Uh-oh. Okay. Let's save while I'm here. Okay. They are closing in. They think you to be prey. You have to be quick, quiet, elusive. I will guide you as much as I can. Remember, the dog children are less than even primal beasts, capable of low cunning, but they are not smart. A keen hunter will find a way to survive. Yet don't take them lightly. They can hear you running, walking, breathing. Even if they are in the next room, a sudden burst of movement can cause enough noise for them to investigate. You can run by holding shift. This will significantly increase your speed, but also your detection radius. Run if you are sure there's no monsters nearby, or if you were already noticed. Walking slowly also increases your detection range, but much less than running does. If you are standing still, your detection radius is at the absolute minimum, and a monster will have to be very close to you to notice you. Monsters are more likely to notice you if they are looking in your direction. The dog children patrol the area. Even if you think yourself safe, chances are one of them is just around the corner. If a monster notices you, don't panic. Run away, try to gain as much distance from them as possible. Weave around obstacles. The dog children are looking for easy prey. Okay, so they'll give up if I make it too much trouble for them. Eventually, they'll become angry and frustrated, prone to making mistakes, and that's when their senses betray them, and they'll be much easier to shake off. After they snap out of it, they'll try to pick up your trail again. At that time, it's important to be far away and as quiet as possible. If you manage that, they'll give up and start searching for easier prey. Now get to the end of this hallway. Find the stairs leading down. That's where you'll find a temporary refuge. But beware, the dog children are near. Ooh. Uh-oh. I don't know why I'm being quiet in real life. It's like... Okay, there's the stairs. Is this the refuge? The Legend of Sedna Part 2. Do you want to read the book? Yes. One day, a mysterious hunter dressed in the finest furs Anguta has ever seen came to their village. Sedna caught his eye, and he offered her father a lot of fish in exchange for her to become his wife. Sedna's father feared that Sedna would just turn down this suitor like the others, and then he would never get the bounty of fish the mysterious hunter promised him. Thus, he decided not to give her the chance to do so. That day, when Sedna and her father were eating together, Anguta added a few drops of a sleeping elixir into Sedna's food. This is the most problematic... Sorry. This guy is such a creep. But, this is par for the course for myths. I'm just saying. That day, when Sedna and her father were eating together, Anguta added a few drops of a sleeping elixir into Sedna's food. Once Sedna ate her food, she fell into a deep slumber and would not wake for a long time. Afterwards, Anguta gave his sleeping daughter to the mysterious hunter and received a large bounty of fish in exchange. I mean, this mysterious hunter is willing to accept a sleeping woman as his wife is not exactly any great prize either. Many miles from her father's village, Sedna would eventually wake to find herself carried by this mysterious hunter. Furious that her father gave her away to someone without her knowledge, she demanded to be returned back to her home. Good for her. Although I don't know why she wants to go back there. Beautiful Sedna, why don't you want to come with me? asked her the hunter. I'm a great hunter. I will take care of you. Stay with me, and you will have the finest furs for clothing, and the most delicious food you've ever tasted. Sedna looked upon the hunter and became enamored with his promises. Okay. She saw the fine furs he was wearing, and thought that maybe she might be better off with him than living with her father. Now, just to be clear, my negative reactions to what's happening in this story are not negative to the game dev or, them for writing it. It's just at the characters who I don't like that much. She saw the fine furs he was wearing, and thought that maybe she might be better off with him than living with her father. Thus, she agreed to go with him and to become his bride. However, Sedna's new husband was no man. Oh, this poor woman can't catch a break! For he was just a bird spirit who dressed in fine furs to trick Sedna and her father. Once they arrived to the shore close to the island where he had his nest, the bird revealed his true form, snatched Sedna in his talons, and flew with her to the highest cliffs on the island, where she was to live with him in his nest, surrounded by hundreds of other birds. The promises of Sedna's new husband turned out to be lies. Despite the fine furs he wore to trick her, the bird was a poor hunter, and the only thing he ever brought home were fish. Sedna was forced to live as a bird, with only birds keeping her company. She cried every moment her husband was away for her father to rescue her, but with each day, she began to lose hope. I don't think her father has any intention of rescuing her. He thinks he's wonderful, and he's done a great job sending her off with some hunter who's going to take care of her, and that she'll get over it, and that he doesn't have to deal with her anymore. So I don't imagine he's coming for her. Or I could be wrong. Eventually, Anguta started to miss his daughter and decided to visit the island where the mysterious hunter lived, so that he could see how his daughter lives with her new husband. As he sailed in his kayak to the island, he heard his daughter's cries in the distance. Upon arriving to the island, he saw how horribly Sedna lived with her new husband, and from his daughter he had learned of the bird's deception. Thus, they both boarded the kayak and sailed away from the island, so that Sedna can be free of her lying bird husband. This makes me wonder if she had taken on any of these other hunters, that had asked for her hand at the very beginning of part 1. It makes me wonder what kind of animals they'd have turned out to be, or at least some of them. However, Sedna's husband had returned earlier than expected. He noticed Sedna and Anguta sailing away in a kayak and grew furious. He flew after them, and with him, hundreds of other birds filled the skies. "If you won't be my wife, then you shall pay with your life," screamed the bird, and together with hundreds of other birds, they began to flap their wings at great speed, causing a storm of great magnitude. The great waves caused by the wind threatened to sink the kayak of Sedna's father, as the birds continued to flap their wings. Anguta grew fearful that he will drown in the icy waters below, and wished to avoid that fate. So, I'm not sure The background changed here. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the kayak or if they're going to get picked up by a larger ship, because this doesn't really, this background doesn't really say kayak to me, so I'm not sure, but we'll see. Desperate to save his own life, Anguta threw his daughter overboard into the cold sea below, hoping that her death would appease the bird spirit. Wow. Wow. Okay, sir. Okay. However, Sedna didn't sink into the icy depths and desperately held onto the kayak, trying to climb back aboard. Thanksgiving's gotta be wonderful at their house. Her efforts threatened to sink the kayak, and Anguta grew even more determined to save himself from the stormy sea. Thus, he took out his axe. Sedna's father swung his axe and began furiously chopping off Sedna's fingers so that she would let go of the kayak. Determined not to drown, Sedna held on to the kayak, but with each moment it became harder and harder, as her father continued chopping off her fingers with his axe. Then, once there was nothing left with which she could hold on to the kayak, Sedna at last sank into the sea. And the Father of the Year award goes to Anguta! As soon as the birds saw Sedna sink below the waves, they stopped flapping their wings, and Anguta could safely sail back to his village. So yeah, I guess that was supposed to be the kayak. That looked more like a full ship, like a pirate ship or a sailing ship to me, more so than a kayak, because kayaks are little small things. I think the change on background there might have been to break up the story, because we've been on this ocean for a while with a lot of narration, but I think it probably would have still been smoother with just staying on this screen rather than using an unfitting ship background, if that makes sense. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Sedna herself sank deeper and deeper into the sea. The fingers she lost to her father's axe changed shape and became the first whales, seals, walruses, and various types of fish and sea creatures. Looks like Sedna's shaping up to be some kind of a Mother Earth type figure, or of sorts, that she's kind of the mother of a different sorts of animals, maybe. Sedna's legs turned into a fishtail, and from then on she ruled the seas, which were her new home, as well as all of its creatures. She would provide great bounty for the fishermen if she were in a good mood, yet if she were angry, she'd make sure that they would return from the sea empty-handed. That's a lot kinder than a lot of mythological monarchs of the sea can be. I know a lot of times they're attributed with storms that sink entire ships if they're angered. So sending them home empty-handed is really mild for if she's angry. Those who would flaunt the traditions would be the ones to bring the greatest rage upon her and bring great misfortune upon their tribe. In her fury, Sedna would drag all of her sea creatures down into the underworld where she dwells. In order to keep Sedna happy, once in a while a shaman would turn himself into a fish and swim all the way down to the underworld where she dwells. There, the shaman would comb Sedna's hair, which she could not do herself, for she has no fingers with which to comb it. Her rage would thus be quelled, and she would release her sea creatures back from the ocean depths, so that the fishermen could bring home the bounty of the seas. And what of Anguta? He ferried the souls of the dead to the underworld, where Sedna dwelled. There they would spend a year in slumber, before they were ready to join their ancestors on the moon, where they would know eternal joy. Okay. I feared this might happen. You saw it again, didn't you? That is a very bad omen indeed. You best stay clear of him in the future. That one will bring nothing but doom upon you and all you hold dear. Oh, that's outside. You may turn back if you wish. Gather your strength again, but beware you don't have much time. Return to the fireplace? Yes. No! Yes. Winter has come, more terrible than could be expected. You won't last long out there in this weather. Being outside during a snowstorm depletes your endurance. Once it hits 0, you gain the frostbite status and your endurance is restored again. If your endurance hits 0 while you have the frostbite status, the storm will claim you. Okay. You will slowly restore endurance while inside a building. If you find yourself injured and weak, rest by the fireplace before venturing on into the blizzard outside. You have to get inside the main building in the very north. A clock marks the entrance. Avoid the dog children and get inside before you freeze. Ooh, so not only do we have to deal with how fast can he move without alerting the dog children, but it's timed. Oh, the endurance already went down to 43, so let's sit here and let it go back up. Is it supposed to be going up? Oh, okay. After resting by the fire, you feel your strength return. So I just had to interact with the fireplace. Okay. Let's save. Okay, so I'm gonna dash as much as I can, and if I see a monster, I will freeze. That's gonna be my strategy to start with. Uh-oh. Locked. Uh-oh. Okay, so I've got 30 health and 31 endurance. Let's see if the fire returns. It does return your health as well. Okay. So that didn't go as well as I hoped. Let's try that again. Locked! So do I have to find a key somewhere, maybe? Let's try that a little slower. Oops. Let's try that a little slower and see if I can... Locked. 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 Everything's locked. 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 Oh, there we are. Okay. Oof. It is as I feared. Amarok is near. Quick, you need to find the exit. Find the stairs leading down and fast before you become Amarok's prey. You know what? I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna make a break for it. No! No! Leave me alone! Well, that doesn't look like stairs. Ah! There they are. We made it! Hello? Did you elude him? Are you safe? I think so? Come on? Where can I go? I had hoped that it would end up like this. Safe and sound, free from the beasts that prowl the night. Of course, how could I have been so blind? Am I able to go anywhere? I didn't want to believe it, you know. They said no one can hide from the Amarok. I'm sorry. I've done all I can. I can't help you any further. She won't let me. Sedna? I don't have any kind of landmarks. Don't give up. Never. I'm not really sure I'm able to move anywhere. And if I can move, I wouldn't be able to tell. Ooh. Battle. Maybe? No? It was all a dream. The prologue, the tutorial. Wow, Al. Sleeping well past noon on the floor, no less? That's low, man. Especially for you. You were supposed to be the responsible one. And now, I had to be the one to come get you. If you won't hurry up, we'll arrive late to the Christmas party. Is something wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. I had a pretty weird dream. See, I told you to take it easy with those party preparations yesterday. That's what overworking yourself does. It messes with your head. I think it had more to do with that mythology book from Professor Garner that I read. Professor Garner? Yeah, I don't doubt that. He's into some pretty weird stuff. Judging from what we read, I'd say I agree. Once he told me this weird myth about how my ancestors were apparently dogs or something. That would... Oh, come on, Alistair. That would certainly explain a lot of things. Come on, Al, where's your Christmas spirit? People are supposed to be nice to each other this time of year. Besides, you are the resident advisor. You should set an example. If anyone should be nice, it's you. I'm saving it for people who deserve it. Ooh, sick burn. Sheesh, looks like your mood didn't improve a bit today. Let me guess, still that thing with your dad? His latest message didn't contain anything I didn't already hear 1,000 times in person from him. He still didn't get over the fact that I'm dating Natalia. Just like he still didn't get over me choosing to study at a university all the way in Alaska instead of the school he picked for me. At this point, I'm already used to it. Why so grumpy then? She knows more about his opinions about the two of us than I'd like. It certainly left an impact. She isn't good enough for you. She's just using you for your money. I know he means well, but he's completely wrong about her. That's just 'cause he doesn't know her. Nat's a sweet girl. If your dad actually met her, I'm sure that he'd change his mind immediately. I don't know if I want to put Nat through that. Father can be difficult. Besides, what I'm worried is that she won't accept that special Christmas present we have for her. And why wouldn't she? It will help her and her family a lot in their situation. She'd have to be crazy not to. I fear she might view accepting any gifts from me as her becoming the person my father fears she is. Oh, there you go again with your constant pessimism. Cheer up. Nat won't think that, and if she does, we'll all convince her otherwise. I sure hope so. Anyway, we've wasted enough time already. Let's get to the cafeteria so we won't arrive late to the party. Anyone else coming through? Not that I know of, Mr. Parker. Me and Alex were the last ones. The others should already all be at the cafeteria. Good, because the light here's busted, and since I'm the only fool here that knows how to fix it, I have to do just that. And because of that, I'll have to lock the doors so that some fool doesn't accidentally wander down here and have an accident. But we can't go outside in this blizzard. The headmaster said we have to use the tunnels to travel around the campus during winter. You know, 'cause of the snowstorm. Cold, and you know what they said in the news about that increased wolf activity. I assume that the dean's already informed and has a solution in place. Who do you think sent me here in the first place? Don't worry about it. I should be done well before the celebration. Certainly hope I won't miss it. And if not, just holler at me and I'll let you through to the dorms. I just don't want anyone to wander in here without my knowledge. Fair enough. Well, seeing as out of all the students, only 10 of us chose to stay at the campus over the winter break this year, I don't think you should worry about interruptions too much. So that sounds like we're going to have 9 people to find and save from wolf children. Or no more than. Whatever the case may be, I'm not taking any chances. Besides, the very fact that you chose to stay here this year despite the weather reports, and, as you said, wolf activity, proves that you are the most reckless ones out of the bunch. We really should have sent you all home over the winter this year, but the dean wouldn't listen. I'll risk wolves and blizzards over another Christmas spent with my father and the rest of my family. And I won't leave your side, my friend. Besides, the dean lets us stay here over the winter for free, so why not? Anywhere else, we'd have to pay around $600. That's a good point. With the tuition being as is, I'd say it's not free, as much as already included. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that. You should probably go now if you don't want to miss it. Mr. Morgan, could I discuss something with you in private for a moment? Of course. Alex, go on ahead. I'll catch up with you. Sure thing, Al. So what do you need, Mr. Parker? I've heard of your Christmas gift for Natalia, and I wish to make a contribution. Here, take it. It's not much, but I hope it will help. Thank you, Mr. Parker. It's much appreciated. Natalia always helps others when they need it. It's time for her kindness to be repaid. Anyway, you should really go now. I'll lock the door behind you. What the? Keep moving, Mr. Morgan. I need to work in peace. Why did you stop? I think I saw a dog here, but it was only for a moment. Well, I didn't see or hear nothing, and if that dog ran away, I think we'd both have heard him. Dogs aren't exactly subtle. It was weird. One moment it was there, but then it just vanished. Probably just your imagination, then. Don't worry about it. I'll check the area for that dog once I'm done here, just to make sure. Those damn mutts are always looking for a handout and make a huge mess. Can't have that here. Come on, Al, what took you so long? Well, I think I saw a dog here. A dog, eh? What did it look like? Well, it was a black dog. Didn't seem to have any fur. Well, I think there was some on its legs? Not sure. Must be some fancy breed. Where's it now? Well, I only glimpsed it for a moment, then it vanished. Vanished? So it was just a shy dog then. Very funny, Alex. I told Mr. Parker about it, and he said he's going to look for it once he's finished fixing the lights, so I guess there's no point worrying about it now. Precisely. Forget the dog and come join the party. It's about to begin. Ah, Mr. Morgan, please come see me once you have the time. I need to ask you something. Okay, now's as good a time as any. Ah, there you are, Mr. Morgan. I'm glad that you've signed up for my mythology class for the next semester. I trust that book about the legends of the Inuit people I gave you has proven to be an interesting read. Quite interested in this topic, are you? Well, the book's been quite interesting so far, but to be honest, Professor, I'm mostly signed up just because I needed the extra credits. Then you are not so different from my other students. Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you about Natalia. I've heard you were planning something during the celebration. Well, her father's in the hospital, and as a result, her family's been in some financial trouble lately. So we've put together some money to hopefully help them get through this. We plan to give it to her today as a Christmas gift. Ah, that is quite noble of you all. I'll certainly pitch in for such a cause. I imagine it took quite some effort to gather what you already have. Getting people to donate was easy. The hard part will be to get her to accept it. Quite right. Natalia is a very sweet girl, but she's very reluctant to accept help, even when she needs it. Still, I believe it will all work out in the end. Say, tell me once you think it's the right time to give Natalia her present. I'll help you get everyone together. It's the least I can do. Thank you, Professor Garner. I'll certainly do that. Anything you need, Mr. Morgan? It's time for Natalia's present. Can you tell me more about Inuit mythology? Or I have to go. Can you tell me more about mythology? Well, regarding the topic of mythology, yes? I had a rather strange dream today. I don't remember much, but I suppose you've been reading the book I gave you before you went to sleep? It certainly gave me nightmares for a few days when I first read it, let me tell you. I guess it might be that, but I think I saw a black dog on the way here, but before I could get a closer look, it vanished. I wouldn't worry about that, Mr. Morgan. Stray dogs aren't exactly unheard of around here. Maybe so, but are there any myths and legends about vanishing black dogs? Plenty, Mr. Morgan. That is indeed an example of a creature that appears in many different forms throughout myths of various cultures. Black dogs stalking travelers at night, believed to be an omen of death, are one of the common motifs in human mythology. An omen of what? When it comes to the myths of the Inuit, the most obvious suspect would be the Keelut. The Keelut is a spirit of death, and when one appears to a person, it's believed that their doom is at hand. It leaves the underworld during winter when it needs to feed. It prowls the snowy wastes, stalking travelers at night. Its tracks disappear quickly in the snow, so their victim doesn't know that a Keelut is hunting them until it's too late. And when the victim at last catches sight of the Keelut, at once he's disoriented and weak. Then, either the beast attacks, or it lets the elements or other dangers claim its prey. Then, once their prey perishes, it can feast on their flesh. Quite grisly. Catching a glimpse of such a creature is an ill omen. The Keelut is a herald of death, and its mere appearance is said to foretell a dark fate indeed for the observer. You look really pale, Mr. Morgan. Are you all right? Well, what if that dog I saw earlier was a Keelut? I didn't take you for a superstitious type, Mr. Morgan. I can assure you that you don't need to worry about this. When it comes to these stories, they are oftentimes meant as either an entertaining way to pass the time, fables, or to warn the listener to avoid doing something foolish. For instance, have you heard of the Amarok? Amarok. The name sounds familiar. Amarok is a giant mythical wolf that hunts alone. It is said to devour any hunter foolish enough to venture on a hunt alone at night. Now, can you think of a reason as to why someone shouldn't hunt alone at night? Presumably because if they do, they'll be devoured by Amarok. Quite the answer. Amarok is the subject of many legends. In one, the great wolf helps a weak, hunchbacked young boy become strong enough to wrestle down 3 giant bears. Dare I ask how? Amarok hits him with his tail so hard that a number of bones fall out of his body. Bad bones that have stunted his growth and prevented him from reaching his potential. The boy then returns day by day to wrestle with the Amarok, until at last he is strong enough to defeat those 3 bears. If only it were that easy. Amarok also hunts the caribou to prevent them from becoming overpopulated, so that only the strong and healthy survive. Quite a fascinating creature. Are you all right, Mr. Morgan? I'm fine. Let's just change the subject. Okay. Let's find our girlfriend and talk to the other students. Didn't I tell you to decorate the Christmas tree? You did! Well, it's not exactly decorated, is it? Cody tripped me while carrying the box with the Christmas decorations. When they wrote fragile on the box, they weren't kidding. Are you serious? Yep, nothing salvageable remained, so I guess we'll just have to appreciate the natural beauty of this fine sapling. Honestly, this is your fault, Alistair. You should know that you can't trust Cody with anything. Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself. I've learned my lesson. Thanks. I heard some wolves howling tonight. Pretty scary. This is pretty boring so far. I can't wait till we get back to the dorms so that the real party can start. Please make sure none of your fellow students get hurt while doing something stupid today. I need to sleep too. I'll do whatever I can to prevent any harm coming to anyone, Dr. Carter. Hey there, Al. Hi, Nat. Any news about your father? Nothing new so far. Let's just enjoy the party, all right? Don't worry about it. Merry Christmas, Alistair. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well, Claire. Now we just have to get through this. Then we can get back to the dorms so the real party can start. We got a couple party animals on our hands. Just make sure it won't end like the last one. I heard what happened, and I still can't believe it. Don't worry, Al. This time you're here. A sourpuss like you will be sure to rein us in if we get too crazy. Hello there, Mr. Morgan. Enjoying the celebrations? Well, yes. I think Professor Garner wanted your help with something, so maybe ask him what he wanted once you find the time. I'll do so, Dean. Hi, Morgan. Please ensure your fellow students won't do anything too foolish tonight. I'm well aware that this won't be the only celebration tonight. I'll do what I can, Professor. I hope the snowstorms cease soon. I'm afraid to sleep at night with the wind howling out there. Thanks again for your donation towards Natalia's Christmas present, Lily. You were really generous. Don't mention it, Alistair. It's a sacrifice to be sure, but I can wear these clothes for a few weeks after they go out of fashion. Okay, let's talk to the professor and give Natalia her present. Have to go now. I'll talk to you later once I think it's a good time to give Natalie her present. It's time for Natalia's present. I think it's time to give Natalia her present. Splendid! Now let's get everyone together. Now that we're all gathered here, I believe Mr. Morgan had something to say. Yes, on behalf of everyone who donated, I wish to give Natalia her present. What are you talking about, Al? Here, take this. It's from all of us. Wait, there's so much money here. I can't take this. Come on, Nat. We know how hard it is for your folks since your dad's accident. Let us help you. It's nice of you to offer, but I can't take advantage of your generosity. Nat, how many times have you helped me study for exams? To be honest, I don't think I ever stopped. Right. And how many here can say the same? I know you. You helped each and every person here with something. You were always there when we needed you. And now you need help, so let us repay your kindness. This is great, truly. It's just... Al, I know what your father thinks of me, that I'm just using you for your money. I don't want that to be true. You know, Nat, Alex told me something today, and after thinking it over, it seems like he actually had a good idea for once. That would be a first. They're so mean to him. Hey! My father doesn't know you, so in his ignorance, he fills the void with his worst fears. He should meet you. If he gets to know you, he will understand just how wrong he's about you. And if not, then his opinion is not worth anything in the first place. I don't know what to say. Just say thank you. You're right. Where are my manners? Thank you all. I truly appreciate this. I swear that I'll pay you back as soon as I'm able to. Nat, you don't have to do that. You already helped us more than you know. This is just a drop in the bucket compared to what you do for us each day. What you do for me. You are the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I mean it. I feel the same way, Al. Wait, what's happening? What happened? You hit your head real hard, and me and Dr. Carter had to carry you here. That's a relief. I had this nightmare. There was a monster and... That wasn't a nightmare, Al. That actually happened. Please tell me you're joking. Indeed, I regret to inform you, Mr. Morgan, that right now, some vicious creatures infest the university, and so far, we had no luck contacting anyone for a rescue. We also don't know what happened to the others. We haven't left this room since we came here. Wait a minute, Nat, those bandages. Are you injured? Nothing serious. One of those creatures scratched me, that's all. In any case, we need to find the others and bring them here. They could be in danger. I wouldn't advise you to travel the campus grounds after a blow to the head like that, Mr. Morgan, but seeing what's at stake, I don't think we have many options. Yes, I'll go look for the others and bring them here. Nat, try to contact someone who can help over the phone. There might not be any signal right now, but hopefully that will change as the snowstorm grows weaker. On it. I'll take care of any injured persons you bring back with you, Mr. Morgan. Be sure to return if you need any medical treatment yourself. So this is going to be a spot where we can heal. Just be careful, Al. Don't spend too long outside. You could freeze to death in this blizzard. Also, if you have to go anywhere where those monsters are, don't run everywhere. Try to move slowly, and even stand still when needed. It's like she knows. It's like she knows me all too well, like I was running in the last chase. It should be much harder for them to detect you that way. Not to mention, be extra careful if they are looking in your direction. It will be even easier for them to detect you then. I'll keep that in mind, but now I'd better go. Who knows what situation the others are in. Obtained Book of Survival Tips and List of Missing Persons. Use the Book of Survival Tips if you need more information about the gameplay. If you get trapped in a narrow space with a monster with no way out, you can hold W to turn towards it without moving, and then press Q to jump over it. You can only do so once every 16 seconds. Also, if you get a game over, you can press Enter to skip the long animation. Okay. Let's save here, because that was a lot of dialogue to go through again if I get a game over. Although, it did say that it will auto-save as I change areas, but we'll see. The patients are stable, but it would be for the best if they could go to the hospital as soon as possible. However, with all that's been happening, and I'm not sure when that will be. Ask for treatment, ask about missing people, or leave. I have to go now, Doctor. I understand. Be sure to return if you need any medical help. We've got 4 empty hospital beds. Does that mean that we need to find and bring back 4 people? Or does that mean at least maybe no more than 4 of them will be injured? Might have a couple of them sitting in those wheelchairs or in these regular chairs as we find them and bring them back. So, let's see. Natalia? Still no response. It's probably caused by the blizzard. A snowstorm this heavy is bound to have some effect. I need to go. Stay strong, Nat. Of course. Be careful, Al. I am gonna totally run everywhere. I need a key for the shed to get inside. Well, if I need to get inside, that is. So let's do this walking rather than sprinting. Because I don't feel like sprinting is going to do me any favors unless I need to run. Where are you hiding, guys? Certainly not in here. I don't want to get trapped in any spaces. Are they going to be hiding in cupboards? Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no. Okay, so we successfully hid. Okay, there's one person hiding in the bathroom. Let's go get them. And I think I might have seen another person in the bathroom below them. Nope. Come on. Al, glad to see you're okay. One of those freaks got me good. Hang on, Alex, we need to go. The others are holed up in Dr. Carter's office. It's safe there. Oh, jeez. Alex rescued. I don't like this. Something is hunting me. I should get to the safety of Dr. Carter's office before I become a prey of something worse than these Adlet. I'm gonna save. Let's get out of here. I'm kind of sticking by the walls. I'm hoping that those random movements of the wolves will not be too close to the walls. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's giggity get going. Come on. Step it up. Step up the pace. Where are you? Come on. Come on. Even if I could leave, I wouldn't make it very far in this blizzard, especially since there's likely to be more of those monsters outside, not to mention wolves. Is this not where the... Oh, wait, that's right. That's right. It's right next to the storage shed that I need to be. There's the storage shed. And there is the hospital. Okay, great. Let's drop off our friend. The patients are stable, but it would be for the best if they could go to the hospital as soon as possible. Okay, so I guess Alex automatically comes here. We don't have to bring him back? Ask for treatment. I don't feel that good, doctor. Can you help me? Hold on, let me examine you. Doesn't seem like anything too serious. Here, this should help. Your HP and endurance has been restored. You are no longer suffer from any ailments. Okay. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Let's see, how many missing people are there? Let's ask about missing people. Do you have any idea where the others might be, Doctor? Not at all. You should probably ask Natalia. She knows them better than me. Okay, let's ask Natalia. Ask about missing people. Where do you think the others are? Well, I don't know where they are, but maybe I can try to think of where you should start searching for each one? Please do. I don't even know where to start. Alright, let me think. I think I saw Nancy heading to the dorms, but I'm not really sure. She probably went to her room. It's somewhere on the 3rd floor. Lily, well, I doubt she ran outside. She wouldn't risk ruining her fancy clothes. She's probably hiding somewhere in the main building. Well, I guess that's a start. Anything more specific? Well, I don't think she'd make it very far. She's not the bravest. So she's probably on one of the lower floors, either the 1st or 2nd floor of the main building. Start with the reception area near the main entrance. Should be a good hiding place. If she's not there, check the classrooms on the 1st and 2nd floors. She might be hiding in one. Okay. And if not, the restrooms on the 1st and 2nd floors of the main building are the only other place I can think of where she could be. Claire, I heard that she sometimes goes to train alone in one of the storehouses south of the gym, but I don't know which one, so check them both. Seems like the hiding place for her. I think I saw Eric running towards the gym, but in this blizzard, it's hard to know for sure if it was really him. If he's there, he's probably hiding in some smaller room. Maybe check the restrooms? I doubt that he's in the pool area. The monsters would surely see him in an open space like that. Cody would probably stick close to Eric, so wherever Eric went from the cafeteria, Cody should be pretty close. So the gym, probably. Maybe check one of the changing rooms or the teacher's office in the gym building? If he's not there, then maybe he's hiding in some dark corner of the gymnasium. You know, the giant room in the northeastern part of the gym building. Last I saw Percy, he ran to hide in the kitchen inside the cafeteria. Maybe he's still there. Professor Garner must be pretty shocked to see a myth come to life. He might have went to the library, either to research those Adlet, or simply because he knows that place well. The mythology section of the library is located on the main room of the library at the northern end of the building, so check there. Emily's a total bookworm, so if you check for her, be sure to check the library first. She's the most comfortable there. I doubt that she's made it too far from the entrance, though, so check the rooms near the entrance first. If she's not there, then she's probably in one of the smaller rooms on the either side of the hallway. I doubt that she made it as far as the main room at the northern end of the building. Professor Brooks is probably somewhere in the main building, trying to find others. She has an office at the second floor, in the southeast corner, I think. If she's not there, then maybe she went to look for the headmaster on the third floor. So if you don't find her in her office, check the third floor of the main building. She might be hiding in one of the offices or classrooms there. This is a lot of location names, classroom names, classmate names, numbers. There's no way I'm going to be able to remember all this, but it sounds like everybody's pretty much everywhere. The dean. Well, I'd start with his with his office at the third floor of the main building. It's in the northern part of the floor, near the restrooms. Thanks, Nat. That will surely help me get everyone here. Just come back in one piece, Al. That's all I ask. Okay. So let's just sort of make a systematic search. And we'll try to find everybody. I'm gonna start by heading on up to the third floor. I'll just head to whatever's the top floor and work my way down. Second floor, third floor. Oh my. Looks like there's no access to that floor. The rubble blocks the stairs to the higher floors. Must have been the earthquake. Everyone should have been in the cafeteria when it hit, so no one should be up there anyway. So at least we can say this is the top floor for the purposes of the game. There's nobody in here. Oh boy. I have a feeling this game would be good to play on headphones, which I'm not doing, but, you know, it would give that immersion with the broken glass and everything. So it looks like nobody's in these rooms. There's some down here we can check. Oh, there's somebody. Alistair, please help me get out of here! Don't worry, Nancy. I know where to go. The others are holed up in Dr. Carter's office. It's safe there. Nancy rescued. So it sounds like Nancy has gone ahead and gone back without me. So we don't have to make our way back to the hospital or the infirmary or whatever it is every time. Just if we need healing. So that's going to save some back and forth for sure. Wait, did I see something? No, I just saw myself. I'm losing the plot here. And just make a quick sweep and make sure. It's probably not a great idea. Oh, crap. Sorry. I'm gonna leave this floor now. It's not my problem anymore. Okay. Sorry, that just... I scare easily. Even though it's, you know, little chibi sprites. Oh, don't. No, that's a... No. Okay. We'll try that again. Game over. Okay. Continue. It looks like the autosave is later than... I'm gonna avoid that. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Please, 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 I'm jumping, I'm jumping! Let me go! Ah! I'm just gonna go heal. Nope, I don't want to be in the basement. Let me out of here. I'm not here for this. I am not... Oh, hi, Wind Rider game. I am playing an indie RPG Maker game right now. And we have to find... First of all, I'm not good at directions. I'm supposed to be going back to this building here. But there's a whole bunch of, like, wolf or dog furry monsters that are chasing us, and I have to try to find the other classmates that were all here over Christmas break. Ask for treatment, and this is the doctor that's pretty much the only healing point in the game at the moment. I don't feel that good, doctor. Can you help me? Hold on, let me examine you. Doesn't seem like anything too serious. Here, this should help. Your HP and endurance has been restored. You are also no longer suffer from any ailments. So, if the endurance bar goes down to 0, then the character gets frostbite. And then that has some effects that it does. And I think he can take like 5 or 6 hits before a dog monster will destroy him. And I get a game over. But I've been saving frequently so I don't have to backtrack too much. Yeah, it's really cold. There's a blizzard outside. And so it's just, I guess, so cold that he's just going to take a hit to his endurance and get cold just from being outside at all. So let's see if there's anybody in the basement. It looks like it's locked. Seems the groundskeeper didn't finish whatever he was doing there yet, and with what's been going on, he probably won't unlock the doors anytime soon. Unless I find a key to the tunnels, I won't be able to get inside, but that will have to wait until I rescue everyone. Okay, so it sounds like nobody's going to be in there, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. And the monsters can detect you more easily from farther away if you're sprinting, or apparently if you see one of those black dogs that, like a phantom black dog, and then it disappears, then it gets their attention. And then also if you stand still, then they can't find you as easily, and it, depending on whether they're looking towards you or not, affects how easily they can find you. Wait, is that... Oh, yeah, that's not a classmate. That's a wolf. I don't... No, no, no! I find moving to a different floor has been working pretty well for getting them off my case. I think I've already checked these bathrooms. So... for now, I might start checking some of these other buildings around the campus. Because I think, I haven't checked super thoroughly, but I've checked a lot of this building. Let's try this little shed here. I think that's the one that was locked. I need to get a key. Yeah. And since we're here, I'll go ahead and heal up real quick. There we go. Ah, here's a classmate. Finally! I thought I was the only one who got away. Did you see anyone else? The others are holed up in Dr. Carter's office. It's safe there. Come with me, Claire. Claire rescued, and that's our third person. And apparently there's 10 students plus, I think, the dean and the mythology professor that we have to find. But we're one of those 10 students, and our girlfriend was already at the hospital, so it should just be 10 people total, and that's 3 so far. So we're doing pretty good. I don't have the greatest sense of direction, so I'm not really sure. Okay, so there's another building there. Wait, this might be the one that I already did. You don't see me. You can't find me. You're too late. Ha 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 ha. You don't see me. You don't see me at all. No, no, no. Leave me alone. And they're... Come on, come on, come on. I'm pressing Q. Oh, if I'm pressing any other buttons when I press Q, then it causes me problems. That's why it's not working. So pressing Q lets you jump over the monster's head to get away if you need to. Classroom here. Maybe hiding in a locker. So far, everybody's just been out and about and not hiding in anywhere. They've just been visible on the map. Nobody in here so far. Nope. You don't see me. You can't find me. Nope! No, 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 leave me alone. Oh no, I'm down to 10 health. I'm gonna get a game over. Oops. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's somebody. Nah, leave me alone. No, you don't see me. Let's carefully sneak our way back in. And get that student. Alistair, someone found me. One of those things scratched me. I think I can walk, but I will need help. Those scratches don't look good. We need to get you to Dr. Carter's office so she can take a look at them. Hurry. Emily rescued. Okay. Does that mean there won't be anybody else in this immediate area? Oh no, I don't want to hear that. You know, I should probably go back and heal, because I've only got 40 HP and 8 endurance. And it seems like it takes 10 HP each time I get hit. Might as well keep looking for people as I go. Okay. Leave me alone, leave me alone. Leave me alone, come on. Let's try that again. I'm just gonna make a break for it. You don't hear me, you don't see me, leave me alone. Okay. The patients are stable. Ask for treatment. Okay. So, let's see the menu. Status. No statuses. That's probably just where it would show the frostbite if we had it. Items. Key items. List of missing persons. Nancy, rescued. Eric, not found. Professor Garner, not found. Alex, rescued. Cody, not found. Professor Brooks, not found. Lily, not found. Percy, not found. Dean Winter, not found. Claire, rescued. Emily, rescued. So that's 4 people rescued, and we've got 7 people? Let's see. We've got Eric, Professor Garner, Cody, Professor Brooks, Lily, Percy, and Dean Winter. So yeah, 7 people. Okay. So let's clear these buildings one at a time thoroughly. There's nobody in the building to the left of the hospital, to the west. Is there anybody in the building next to that? I think we probably already found somebody in one of these buildings. Nobody in here. And that's just the way out. So none of these buildings at the south have anybody. And then we've got this one building and this other building to the right. So let's do this eastmost building first. And I'm going to start at the top floor and work my way down. So I think I already did this top floor. We'll make sure we get everything cleared. So there's nobody in either of these bathrooms, so I don't have to confront that dog and get seen. It doesn't look like there's anybody in that room. And there's nobody in that room, so that looks like that's this floor cleared. So all we have to do is get out of here now. Okay, top floor of this building, cleared. Now we'll do this floor. Nobody in the bathrooms. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of this mechanics. Only have to get ripped to shreds by the wolf people. Only so many... No, no, no. Let me go. Let me go. Only have to get ripped to shreds by them so many times and get a game over before I kind of get the hang of it. Nobody in these north bathrooms. So is that still the second floor? Yeah. So this is the floor we want to be on. I just need to make sure if anybody's in the south rooms now. Because we've already checked the north ones. And I don't think the characters reset where they are, the NPCs, when you get a game over. Just at the beginning of the game, they're randomized a little. So nobody's on this floor either. So that's the top two floors cleared. And I think this is the main floor. Let me check. Yeah, that was the main floor. So once we do this main floor, then this building will be fully cleared. Get away from me! Get away from me! No! Okay, so that's the door out. Good to know. That's going to be another door out. And these are doors out, so it seems like... I can't imagine people would be just in the middle of nowhere. They're trying to hide from these wolf things, so... So I'm gonna say that's... Cleared. Let's go get healed. Leave me alone! I bet he's gonna be right outside waiting for me. We'll see. Nope. So we want this building. And we'll make a sweep starting from this front southwest corner. Oh boy. There's somebody. Good. Finally another person. Eric. Oh, it's you, Alistair. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but maybe you should find your own hiding place. It's getting a bit crowded in here. I'm here to save you. How about you come with me instead? The others are holed up in Dr. Carter's office. It's safe there. Yeah, I've got a few ideas for more RPG Maker games, actually. I made one very short one, which is pretty much little more than just like a walking simulator, kind of like a visual novel, but just with the sprites instead of with the big character art like you would think of. It's like 15 minutes to play, but that's something that takes me quite a while, so I just kind of do that in my spare time, so. Eric rescued. I don't like this. Something is hunting me. I should get to the safety of Dr. Carter's office before I become a prey of something worse than these Adlet. Well, let's save here. Yeah, that's what I'd heard, is that with any kind of game making, that you should make something as simple as possible. Like, even if you can just make your game consists of just, you have a little circle and it walks across the screen, just so that you have something that you can finish and say, I've finished something. That it's, they say it's best to start with something as short and simple as possible. And I think it was definitely a good idea for me, because I learned a lot. Just making that little 15-minute game took me something like a year working on and off in my spare time, tinkering with it. Like, I didn't spend a whole year on it, but, you know, over the course of a year I spent some time tinkering on it here and there. And I would have gone nuts if I was, you know, 10 years into something and had, like, a couple hours worth and was planning to have it be this 20-hour thing because I didn't know what I was doing, you know? But hopefully with the experience I got from doing the simple one, that can make, you know, making something bigger or more complicated easier. Ah, another student. Wow, hell, man. It's, like, so awesome that you're here, man. Real cool. Now, you're gonna help me get out of here, right? I mean, you're the RA. It's your job to help your fellow students. I doubt that a resident advisor is supposed to solve monster invasions. Right? That's why so many projects never get finished. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's not important. Come with me to Dr. Carter's office. It's where the others are. Cody rescued. Yeah, exactly. I think with any kind of art, not just games, but with games being such a labor-intensive thing to make, any kind of artwork, it's easy to get carried away and want to make that big epic you've got in your mind, and then when you get started working on it, you know, it takes so much more work than you thought it would, and honestly, a lot of that comes from not having learned whatever skill first. And I think another positive of starting with something small is it gives you a way to show that you have the stick-to-itiveness, as they put it, to get anything finished, and it's something you can show if, say, you want to work with a team of even 2 or 3 people for a game jam, you know, on something that's still simple but maybe more complicated than what you did on your own. You can say, look, I am serious about game dev. I completed this little 5-minute demo, this 15-minute game, whatever. And if you can show each other that, you know, it's a way to see, you know, we're agreeing to work with somebody who is not just going to ghost and ditch us because they lose interest because they didn't know it was going to take any work. So it can be a great way to have something to show to start to network and... And start to make those connections with other people in game dev. Exactly, yeah, having a portfolio of finished projects, that's definitely great. And also, for me personally, I think it's great when I find a new game dev as a player, if I know something is going to be short, like if it's less than an hour or 2 at the very most, then I know I'm not going to be getting invested in something that's going to be really long and then being bored and then giving up partway through, which is always disappointing if I don't like it or if I don't think they did a good job or if what they did wasn't to my taste with game design. Whereas if it's something really short, I can play through the whole thing, and if I liked it or not, you know, that'll let me know whether I want to try the other games. But, you know, again, it even with playing games, like them or not, it still feels good to be able to finish one and not just have to kind of give up in the middle and be like, well, if I'd kept going, would it have gotten better? What am I missing? You know, the FOMO's real. Wait, I don't know why I'm searching these rooms. I've already checked these. Already checked those buildings. So I haven't been paying as much attention as I should, and I'm getting a little confused here. Oh no! But I think that pretty much just got to clear this first level of this building. Playing RPG Makers is such a good way to see what other developers do. Yeah, absolutely. Then you can see what ideas did they have, or what things did they do that you want to do? What mistakes did they make that you can avoid? What's some creative ways that they've used the assets or the eventing or whatever in the case of RPG Maker? You can kind of try to figure out, you know, how did they do this thing that's cool? Like, if I was going to try to replicate it, what would I do to program it? It kind of gets your brain going to try to problem solve those things. Okay, so I'm going to say that we've checked that first floor of that building. Hopefully there's people on some other floors, because I think that's just this building and another big building maybe. And that's it. And I have not even found half of the students, so I'm starting to question my detective abilities here a little bit. Some kind of theater? Okay, So let's try downstairs. Nope, this is just the tunnels. Seems the groundskeeper didn't finish whatever he was doing there yet, and with what's been going on, he probably won't unlock the doors anytime soon. Unless I find a key to the tunnels, I won't be able to get inside, but that will have to wait until I rescue everyone. So I didn't see any stairs up, so that might mean that this building has been cleared. I'm going to consider it tentatively cleared for now. Main building, first floor. I cannot believe I'm I'm over an hour and a half into this playthrough, and this is the first time I've noticed that the building names show up when you go into a building. So that's that for my observation skills. Oh gosh. Oh, you do not see me. Oh, those are stairs? Oh, okay. Leave me alone. You don't see me, wolf. Don't see me. Yeah, I'd say it probably is some kind of a survival horror type game. At least it has that mechanic where you're, kind of like the typical owl oni or whatever, where you're wanting to avoid getting noticed and running away, and if you hide or you're far enough away, there really isn't any kind of a hiding mechanic in this game that I found, but if you get far enough away, then they stop chasing you. There was some books in the tutorial level talking about mythology and saying something like that if you get far enough away from them and you're quiet, that they're going to get frustrated and give up because they want easy prey. Dean Winter. Mr. Morgan. Those creatures attacked me. I chased them off, but I'm in no condition to fight should they return for another round. Please, save yourself. Leave me here. Oh, don't be a hero, Dean Winter. We're going to take you to the hospital. Nonsense, Dean Winter. I won't leave you behind. I'll get you to Dr. Carter's office. The others are there, and she can treat your wounds. Dean Winter rescued. I don't like this. Something is hunting me. I should get to the safety of the office before I become prey of something worse than these Adlet. So I'm going to do what I did in one of the other buildings. I'm going to try to see... I think this might be the top floor. I'm going to see if I can clear this top floor first and then work my way back down through the rest of the building. I think I've found maybe about half of the people so far. I've kind of lost count. And I want to be careful sprinting because I don't want those Adlet to hear me. Ah, there's another classmate, but I also don't want it to take forever and a day to find everybody. Mr. Morgan, are you hurt? Did you see the others? I've tried to locate them, but these creatures cornered me here. One of them gave me a rather nasty wound. Hang on, Professor Brooks. I'll get you to Dr. Carter's office. The others are there, and she can treat your injuries. Professor Brooks rescued. So there's another person found. And I'm not familiar with the Inuit myths, but I think that this might be, however loosely, based on some of those, because it did mention the Inuit people and Inuit mythology in the books. I don't know whether these are just new myths in that style and attributed to that culture, or if this is actually some real-life myths. But after I play this, after the stream, I'm definitely going to want to be researching that and find out, because I'm actually really curious if these are myths that exist, and if so, how much they're changed from the original, how much liberty was taken, how faithful they are to the original. Leave me alone. Luckily, taking the stairs tends to get them off my tail. I'm gonna save. This has been a little while. Nope, 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 nope. You don't see me. Oh no, you do see me. Leave me alone. There's a classroom. Uh-oh. I think I'm about to get a game over again. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Ah! Maybe not. I think it's time to head back and get healing. If I can find my way out of here, that is. Come on. There's gotta be an out somewhere. Oh, not there. Not there. Definitely not there. Not there. Go away. Yeah, run, 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 exactly. And I don't know, I scare so easily with these games. Like, even with these little chibi sprites on the screen, it makes my heart start racing. I think that's why I like the RPG Maker horror games so much, because I'm too much of a wuss for the more realistic horror games. I don't like that much gore, and I get too scared too easily, so yeah. Usually I won't play horror games on my own. Usually I watch somebody else play a horror game, because it's kind of got that, it's dangerous to go alone, take this Let's Player kind of feel to it. Yeah, so many horror games in RPG Maker. Oh, I accidentally stumbled over somebody else. Alistair Morgan? Finally, you've decided to show up. Do you have any idea how expensive these clothes are? I love how that's Lily's concern. I won't have them torn to shred by whatever those things are. If I were you, I'd worry about more important things than your clothes. Now follow me to Dr. Carter's office. Hurry. You might want to follow yourself, though, because clearly I can't find Dr. Carter's office. Oh, boy. Ah. Nope. Third floor. So that was the second floor. We're going to need to go down another floor. I think I need to take those stairs down over there. What? What? Uh-oh. What? Did I get stuck in a loop? Looks like this, got stuck in a loop, but that's okay. I've got the save files. I'll just reboot the game, and I can load a recent save. Sorry about that. So that's definitely... That's really the first glitch I've found that, was anything more than just, like, I don't know, a typo here or there. It isn't really a glitch, but, that's really the first glitch I've really noticed. Let's try the autosave. No? Nope, that's taking me back to that. So I'll have to load the save before the autosave, and hopefully that, doesn't have me, still stuck with that wolf getting me. Let's try that. Am I still on the second floor? First floor. Okay, let's get out of here. Come on. You can do it. You can get away from these wolves. Okay, now we can heal, and we'll see how many people are missing. Okay. Let's see. Missing people. I can't remember where I saw the list of... We already found Lily, so... No, maybe we didn't find her. And I already listened to her. Oh boy. I shouldn't have started this long dialogue again. Okay, so let's see how many people we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we've only got 3 more people to find. And I'll save here, because we're in a pretty good place having just healed. And then we can get back and get Lily, because I think that was just before the autosave that we got Lily. She should be on the 2nd floor, I believe. So she should be right around here. There she is. Yeah. Okay, Lily rescued. And I will save again. Actually, I will save on another file, because I don't know what caused that glitch before, and I don't want to lose my only save file if it happens again. Okay. So this is the 1st floor, but I guess we should be checking the 3rd floor. Or the 4th floor. Don't know how many floors there really are. It looks like just the 3. So nothing in there. So I wonder what that wolf is doing up at the top of my... Oh, I see. That's what the something is hunting me. I should get back to the doctor's office means. So I should go back to the doctor's office. Because it must be the big deal wolf that's after me now. It's got me in its sights. And that's what the problem is. That's where I got my... That's where I got my glitch from. Let's get out of here. Nope. Not today! Okay, so no more ailments. That should mean whatever that was should be gone and not a problem anymore. Oh, come on. Main building, first floor. Okay, that's the whole west side of the main building cleared. Let's try to clear the south of it. Okay, that's the south and the west. Oh, there's more building. Well, that room anyway. To the south and west and east. And north, yeah. I'd say that, I'd say that's pretty much that room cleared. So we'll go up again and try to check the east room. Looks like the cafeteria. What the? Oh, that's the Christmas tree. Is it really a Christmas tree if there's no decorations? Well, at least I know where she is. Or he. Whoever is there. Yeah. Well, at least now I know where that student is. I can go get them. Let's go grab ya. Then there should just be 2 people left. Alistair, I don't know what happened. First the lights went off, then the earthquake, then that growling. Calm down, Percy. I'll lead you to safety. Now come with me. The others are holed up in Dr. Carter's office. Percy rescued. Okay. Nope. So that's the cafeteria cleared. Okay. So let's... Nope! Let's check upstairs. Okay. Second floor. Nope. You know what? Nope, that wasn't a good idea. Okay. Nobody in the bathrooms. I think. Nope, that's a wolf. Or an adlet, rather. And let's go up to the third floor. Maybe that there's nobody else left in this building. She'll have to see. Nope. I'm going to say there's probably nobody left in this building, so we should be able to head on out. And since we're heading out, I'll head back to the doctor's office, get patched up, and since there's only a couple people left that were missing, I'm going to ask the girlfriend about the missing people for hints, because there's got to be just a couple people left to ask for hints about. Okay. Professor Garner must be pretty shocked to see a myth come to life. He might have went to the library, either to research those adlet or simply because he knows that place well. The mythology section of the library is located in the main room of the library at the northern end of the building, so check there. So we need the library and the north. Thanks, Nat. That will surely help me get everyone here. Just come back in one piece now. Oh, there's just one person left. Okay. So let's see. This is the dorms. The gym. The main building. Is that also the main building still? Oh no, this is the library. Okay, so this counts as a different building. Okay, so we want to head to the north. Not today, though. We have to come back. Library's closed. So a little more cautiously, then, we'll head to the north. We'll keep caution to the wind. We're just gonna leave and go this way. They give up easy. Easier than I thought they would. So, this should be the main room, or the mythology section. Come on, Professor, where are you? I promise I'm not a wolf man. There you are. Last person. Mr. Morgan, finally I found someone. It seems that there was some truth to those legends. Quite fascinating. Nevertheless, we need to get to a safe place before the Adlet find us. I love how unconcerned he is. The beginning of the game, he's like, oh, it's just fictional. Don't worry about it. Now he's just rolling with the punches. The others are holed up in Dr. Carter's office. It should be safe there. And please, Professor, leave any research concerning these creatures until after we are no longer in danger. Professor Garner rescued. Alright, that should be everyone. Now I should return to Dr. Carter's office to see if she managed to secure us a rescue. Okay, I don't like this. Something is hunting me. I should get to the safety of Dr. Carter's office before I become a prey of something worse than these Adlet. Oh, I gotta get out of here. No, let me out. I just want out. I just want to go. I just want to go to... Leave me alone. That's right. Keep walking. You didn't see anything. Okay, that's everybody. Great job, Al. It seems that we are all here except for Mr. Parker. Any luck contacting the outside world for a rescue? Not exactly, but it seems the blizzard is growing weaker. Might be able to get some signal soon. Alright, I guess I just need to look for Mr. Parker now. I haven't seen him anywhere on the campus, so the only place left to look is the tunnels, where he was fixing that light. Unfortunately, the place is locked, and I need a key to get inside. Well, at least the Adlet won't get to him, hopefully. Well, before he passed out again, the Dean mentioned that a reserve key to the tunnels should be in the shed next to this building. Mr. Parker happened to forget a key to the shed in my office when he was here on his last checkup. Why don't you take it, get the tunnel key from the shed, then check on Mr. Parker? Yes, give me the key and I'll get right on it. So that's what that shed's for. Obtained key to the shed. Let's get ourselves all healed up for the final effort. Thanks to your efforts, we are now together at last. Now just check on Mr. Parker in the tunnels, and then we can discuss our next move. If you don't have the key to the tunnels yet, the headmaster said it should be in the shed next to this building. Oh, are you not? Oh, you are gonna heal me. Good. Okay. Oh boy. Is that it? Obtain tunnel key. Great, now that I got the tunnel key, I can go down to the tunnels and search for the groundskeeper. The closest entrance to the tunnels is at the dorms. I love RPG Maker logic where if you see sparkles, you know that's the thing you need. Is this the dorms? I think so. That's right, it's the... Nope. There we go. Ha 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 ha! Okay. Mr. Parker. Oh no, you've been laying there all hurt. He's not breathing. Rest in peace, Mr. Parker. That's strange. There don't seem to be any claw marks or any visible injuries. What could have caused this? What? Oh, what is this? You are quite the elusive prey. Wait, are you Amarok? I have heard humans call my kind this way, yes. One of many names. What did you do to him? He was the perfect prey. Old, sick, weak, alone in the darkness. He thought he could hide. No one can hide from me. But why? The old and sickly fall prey to the wolves, so that the rest of the herd can remain strong. Such is the way of things. So you set these adlet upon us? To cull the herd? I hunt alone. The dog children simply saw an opportunity to feed their insatiable hunger. They are no less of a prey to me than you are. I know of your friends. I can smell them. Weak, close to death. My hunt is only beginning. We'll see which ones fall prey to me, and which ones will get away to form a new, stronger herd. Not if I stop you here now. No, I won't let you. You wish to challenge me? Yes, you will hunt me instead, and if I get away, you will end your hunt right here and won't hurt any of them. Well, where am I supposed to go? An interesting idea, but the rules need to be changed. I will hunt you, and if you get away from me and return to your friends, I'll end my hunt. But in exchange, I'll take something from you. I'll take what you treasure the most. No, it's gonna take our girlfriend. Take anything you want from me if that's the only way to save them. Then I'm willing to sacrifice myself. Very well then, pray. The hunt is on. No, is this gonna be sad? I need to make my way back to Dr. Carter's office before the Amarok catches me. Amarok focused his hunt solely on you. An encounter with Aquila will surely spell your doom. Avoid them at all costs. The adlet grow more aggressive. Your chance to get away if they catch you drops down to 5%. Oh, here we go. I'm not allowed to get past them. Okay, so if I see them, that doesn't just call the things like it used to, but literally it's gonna spell my doom. Okay, can't go to the south, can't go to the west. Have to go this way. It looks like we're gonna be pretty boxed in. This is interesting because it's kind of a maze now, but I've never seen a maze done this way with stationary enemies that you have to take a certain route to avoid. So it kind of... Uh-oh. Okay. So I might want to save as I start to make progress. Oops. Okay. Whew. Oh boy. Progress? Yeah, there's lots and lots of howling. I think these adlet are a little hungry. So I can't go to the right from here, so that's not... Wait, I can go through here. Might be progress. We'll see. Can we get out? Maybe? Yes. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes. I think this is the hospital. We did it! Okay. Yes, I made it! Al, welcome back! I finally managed to get a call through in this blizzard. The rescue team is on its way as we speak. That's great news. Seeing as Mr. Carter isn't with you, I assume that you didn't find him in the tunnels? No, I did actually, but he didn't make it. Poor Mr. Parker, he didn't deserve this. I know, Mr. Parker was a cool character, even though we only got to talk to him once. He was just this grumpy guy having to change a light bulb. I suppose that there's nothing we can do for him now. All we need to do is sit here and wait for the rescue team to arrive. Yes, we'll get through this. I can't believe it, Al. You were a true hero. Everyone in here is alive because of you. I definitely agree with Natalia here, Mr. Morgan. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to tend to the wounded. I saw that dog pop up. I still can't believe you've risked your life like that. I was so worried. If anything would have happened to you, I know, Nat. I know that very well. But it's over now. We're safe. And one day, this night will be nothing but a distant memory. Nothing more than a bad dream. Now, it looks like we're getting towards the end, so I do want to say the dev did say that there's a retelling of a myth that might be a little bit gruesome, but it's just text, so just fair warning. As we agreed, human, I will take that which you treasure the most. Don't do it! I knew it! I knew it! It's always this way. It always has to be sad. Natalia. It can't end like this. Natalia! Game created by Beregon. Inspired by creatures and legends from Inuit mythology, so it is inspired by them. That was a really fun game, and really well polished. There was just that one glitch that you get looped into you get defeated, and then it pulls up the battle again, you get defeated instead of taking you to the end screen, but aside from that, really, really nice. Really good job put together. And is this, I guess, an epilogue of sorts? Amarok's near, I'm certain of it. Well, if that beast exists, then those tracks we found would certainly fit. Meh, I still think chasing a myth like this is a waste of time, but hey, you're paying. If you find this task so ridiculous, you didn't have to accept it. Hey, it's your money, Chief, and for the big bucks you're paying us, I'll gladly join you on a hunt for Bigfoot. Some overgrown wolf shouldn't be too hard to find. Amarok is far more than just a large wolf, believe me. I came face to face with the creature myself 6 months ago. Yeah, I watched the news. Sorry, boss, but that didn't exactly help. Most folks didn't seem to find your story too credible. Amarok's Howl Part 2? I don't know. Not yet. As far as I know, this is the only game in the series so far, but it's possible that the dev will make another game as a sequel to this, because they have a few other games, and a couple of those, there's a game 1 and 2 in a series. I don't care what people think. All I want is to confront the beast again. I want revenge. Speaking of which, we should probably move. With any luck, we will find its lair soon. I still don't think it's wise to travel these woods at night. It's not wise, but if we wish to find Amarok, then we need to. Gather your gear. It's time to go on a hunt! Damn, those are some big wolves. But they look weird. More like overgrown puppies than a normal wolf. That is probably because they are still pups. I've never seen one so large in my life. It seems the rumors were true after all. How do I pick which games I want to play? Well, actually, I went on the RPG Maker forums. They have a message forum for people who use the various types of RPG Maker to make games to all talk to each other, and I just posted a message and said, you know, I'm a new streamer, and if any of you have games that you would be willing to let me play, then go ahead and leave them in a reply. And to my surprise, a bunch of people posted their games to let me play. I wasn't even sure if anybody would even reply. Spawn of Amarok. That is very likely, yes. Very well then, we found what we came here for. Now shoot those wolves. Wait, are you serious? No, we can't. Fine, give me the rifle, I'll do it myself. What have you done? You should probably get out of here whilst you still can, gentlemen. This is between the beast and me. I doubt that it will feel merciful. Devs want feedback. Yeah, it is nice to get feedback. Yeah. But I still wasn't sure if they'd be that interested in a new Twitch streamer playing, since I don't really have that much of a following yet or anything like that. So I'm really grateful that people are willing to take a chance on me, especially the people who offered up their games before even seeing any Let's Plays from me, you know, because who knows if I would even be able to offer them any valuable advice, because they wouldn't have any streams to look at to see what they thought of that. It's also pretty brave to put your game out there, especially for being put out there in like a stream where everybody's going to be watching it as well as just the one person who's playtesting it to see if your game has glitches or if there's maybe negative feedback. You know, not everybody is courageous enough to deal with that kind of feedback. Some people can, myself included, can be especially sensitive to any kind of negative feedback on your creative works. So yeah, pretty tight-knit RPG Maker community here on stream. Yeah, that's great to know. Okay, just use the RPG Maker category, not RPG Maker MZ. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. I've been trying to use the more specific one because I thought, you know, if the categories were there, I wasn't sure if I should be doing that or just games in development, but that's really helpful to know. Thanks. I'll use the RPG Maker category next time. Hi, Heroic Zephyr. Welcome to the stream. We're pretty much at the end of this playthrough, but we've just gotten some vengeance on a giant wolf monster that took our girlfriend from us. And if you want to watch back the playthrough, the VOD will be up for a week here, and I also post the VODs up on my YouTube channel so that they don't disappear, because Twitch won't keep VODs forever anymore. Okay. So I think we might have... I don't know if this is an epilogue or if we've still got a boss fight coming up. Gonna highlight the VODs and they stay forever? Okay. You have nearly 1,000 saved highlights. That's great. Yeah, I didn't know that. Thanks. Do you have to have, like, do you have to be a... Oh, my brain has gone blank. Do you have to have, like, enough followers and be a affiliate or anything like that? Okay. Okay, that's great to know. Thanks. Thanks. I'll see if I can figure out how to do that then with the VODs. Thank you so much for the tip. Okay. It was me. I wanted you to know. You took what I treasured most from me. I paid you in kind. Now you know how it feels. They were innocent, just like her. You are not the only monster here anymore. What is it? Did you freeze in place? I would have thought you'd try to attack me by now. Or am I not helpless enough for you? You think yourself strong enough to defeat me? No, I just want you to suffer as I have. I don't care what happens beyond that. How does it feel to know that you could have saved them? If only you were faster. A few moments earlier, they might still have been here. What, did you go mute all of a sudden? Why do you taunt me so, human? Have you gone mad? I don't know. I guess I just never expected to get this far. Go! Now! All of this, and I'm supposed to just walk away? I do not care how far you run, where you hide. It matters not to me. Very well, then. You shall have your wish. Just remember what I told you many moons ago, Prey. No one can hide from me. And yet all of that strength and ability didn't help you protect what truly mattered to you. Mr. Morgan, we were just about to search for you. Truth be told, boss, we didn't exactly expect to find you in one piece. Was that the beast? It's morning. Will it attack us? Don't be afraid. Neither of you is the one it seeks. Please tell my father that I'm sorry for everything. No vital signs. I fear that he has become a prey of the Amarok. Such a young life wasted for pointless revenge. That was sad, but that was so good. Oh, let me get the link, because I want to post that in chat, and I'll also put it in the description on YouTube when I upload the VOD there. But yeah, definitely, I would say this is definitely one to check out if you want to check out the game on your own. I was afraid that the mechanics would be hard to get a handle on with the press Q to jump over the monster and press W to turn in place and all that, but it was actually a lot more intuitive than I thought it would be. And I also was wondering if I was making a mistake playing it on the regular mode instead of easy mode, since I'm not that great at platformers and have quick reflexes for running away, but it was actually not that bad, as long as I save frequently so I don't lose my progress when I get game over. This was a really nice game, a really fun experience. It gave me a taste of the Inuit myths. Now I have an interest to go and research more about that, so regardless of how accurate they were or weren't in this game, which I don't know, it sparked that interest in me to go and research it on my own, and that's always a great thing from a game. So I would definitely recommend checking out this dev's this game, Amarok's Howl, as well as any of their other games. I'm sure their other games are probably also going to be, if they're anything like this one, then they're going to be a lot of fun as well. And as far as I know, they're all free. I'm not sure if they have any that you have to pay for, but I think all of the ones that they have on their account on itch.io are free, but you just have to look and check and see for yourself. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to the dev for letting me play your game on stream, and I will see you all next week. Same time again, 7 p.m. Central Time on Sundays. Bye.